Texoma. Woo woo! Today I'm going to be doing a video review of a series that a friend had recently showed me and got me interested in. It's a TV series that the first and second seasons, from what I can tell, are directly related to and tie into the book trilogy. The third season goes kind of off the rails, and it deals with the aftermath of the book trilogy, but in a different way. It's available on, I believe, Hulu, possibly Peacock. It was on a failed streaming service called Audience. The series I'm talking about is Mr. Mercedes here. Now, it's a pretty interesting series. It's based on the Stephen King book trilogy series of Bill Hodges. Bill Hodges is that guy right there. He is a retired police officer who his last major case was a major murder at a job fair using a Mercedes, and it went unsolved for like 2 or 3 years, something like that, well into his retirement. And then the person who actually committed the crime started antagonizing retired Officer Hodges. He'd email him, and he knew where Officer Hodges lived, would go by and do shit at his house, antagonize people he knew, played mind games with him, got into his head. And this just kind of not really drove him crazy, but drove Hodges to really, really work toward finishing out the case and figuring out who the heck Mr. Mercedes really was. And they refer to the killer as Mr. Mercedes a lot throughout the series because he stole a Mercedes to go kill these people. Like I say, the first and second season, I've never read the book trilogy, so I can't say 100% on that, but from what I've read online, the first and second seasons stick to the book trilogy fairly decently. It's like the second season of the series was a combination of the second and third books. It kind of felt a little bit rushed because, as is the norm these days, a lot of TV series on a lot of these different streaming platforms are only 10 episodes a season. I know that provides for a lot of action-packed punch, in the series. Every episode, boom, 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 it's hitting the next beat, bam, bam, bam. Sometimes I miss the old days where a TV series, is 20 to 25 to 30 episodes per season. It really can help flesh out the story a lot more than 10, in my opinion. I'm not saying it can't be done in 10 episodes, but sometimes it's nice to have a few more to really get into the storyline. And especially, I think Mr. Mercedes definitely could have benefited from that. You know, from what I've read, like I said, cramming the second and third books into one 10-episode season, not exactly the best idea. But hey, I'm not a TV producer. What do I know? Like I said, this third season, from what I understand, is something that is uh, inspired by the book series, but it goes completely in a different direction. It has tie-ins to what happened in the previous seasons, but it goes off and follows its own storyline in this. Now, I have never personally seen, I believe his name is Brandon Gleeson. I've never seen him in anything before, but he's a good actor. I am not sure of her name, but if you've watched 2.5 Men, that's Charlie's mom. Like I said, her name escapes me at the moment. She's been in the show all 3 seasons. When I first started watching the show, one of the main characters, Mr. Mercedes, I was looking and I was like, man, this guy seems familiar. I can't really place him and stuff like that. So I Googled his name, and I was surprised to find out that it was Harry Treadway. Well, I knew it was him because it said on the case for the DVD, but I was surprised to find out that he was actually Narek in Star Trek Picard, and that's where my brain was connecting him to something that I'd already seen. He definitely plays a twisted killer very well. Also, there's another Star Trek, I guess you would say, crossover of sorts. She shows up in the 3rd season here, which is, as far as I know, the final season, because all the COVID hit and everything shut down for a while, and I don't believe that they're making a 4th season to this series. But we have Kate Mulgrew show up in this. If you watch this series, which I highly recommend you do not expect sweet Captain Janeway. Do not even expect mean Captain Janeway. Her character is a doozy, shall we say. I'm about halfway through the 3rd and final season here. Waiting to see how everything wraps up and tidies up. Should be a good ending, I think. But yeah, definitely, hit up wherever you get your DVDs from, your local library, pawn shop. If you have any video rental places still around. I know a lot of them are shutting down these days. Garage sale. I don't believe this is at Walmart. I've never seen it at Walmart, but you might be able to get it off of Best Buy. You might be able to find it on Amazon, eBay, wherever you buy your DVDs. Check it out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you've seen it, if you want to see it, just check it out, I think. Again, it's a Stephen King. It's based off of Stephen King. So, if you don't like Stephen King and how twisted he can get, probably not the best series for you. If you like his sometimes gory, sometimes very oddball type of writing, great story. Alright, y'all. Check you out next time. Bye.